All right, so we should be live right now, but before we get things underway, is there anything you want to plug or anybody you want to shout out, anything like that?
I mean, guess my family, just being behind me all the time, have my back even when things go bad or wrong or anything. So I appreciate them.
Yeah, and I guess to get right into the things. So, I mean, things have been pretty crazy for you. Your recruiting process, I think you got like your first offer like a couple weeks ago or something like that from Georgia. Before we start talking about like how it feels to get those offers and with what that's all been like, how did it start? Did you have some crazy game and all of a sudden school started contacting you, or how was like the recruiting process able to start for you? If you know the answer to that question.
Well, my first offer was from Sanford, and I got it about this time last year, my freshman year, I think. And their
Oh,
coach,
okay. I see. My
yeah.
my bad. I was looking at your highlights, so I thought you all got them in 2 weeks.
Oh
But
yeah, see, I didn't have Instagram back then, so back that time last year. But their Sanford's coach Bucky McMillan, he coached at Mountain Brook, which was our rival.
oh yeah,
So he had coached against me for a while, so he knew what I was like and stuff. So when he got the job, I think he offered me on his first day, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, a lot of schools started talking to me in my freshman year, just like mid-major schools, and then just recently, a couple weeks ago, I mean, you saw the Georgia, Virginia Tech, and Alabama offered, so I picked up a lot this past couple weeks. It's been cool.
yeah. And you're saying like it was cool to get that coach from Stanford to offer you. But was it at all weird knowing that your rival high school coach, first day on the job, was like, let me offer this guy that I was coaching against, like
Yeah,
always wanted to beat him so bad. Like was that at all like a weird kind of feeling, like kind of crazy how that happened?
I mean, yeah, it was kind of crazy. I mean, it was just weird that the fact that I could possibly be playing for a coach I used to play against. So yeah, that's kind of weird, I guess. But it was still cool.
Yeah. Did you get to play against or see Brennan Wofford before? Because I know he did go. Or I'm pretty sure he went there.
Yeah, he went to Mount Brook. He graduated when I was in eighth grade, so I wasn't on varsity yet. But I did get to watch him. He was fun to watch.
Okay. And I guess so with the whole I guess this whole high major recruitment all of a sudden picking up. I know for sure that was recently. Like how did that get started?
I mean, I had a big summer last summer, so that I guess that garnered some of the attention of them, and getting follows on Twitter and stuff like that, and starting to pay attention. But I don't really know what goes into the decision to offer, but I guess just seeing my play this year and leading my team to a pretty good record, and being a point guard and stuff, they just made that decision. Not again, I don't know what goes into that decision, but I guess they just all decided to at this point in time.
Yeah. And you said you had a big summer. However, like pretty much summer 2020 was for most people like not a big summer at all. Like they just it was like a waste of a summer besides maybe
Yeah.
training getting better. So what how are you able to have a big summer for yourself in times like this?
So luckily, my AU team, we got to play starting in like May. We got to play in a bunch of tournaments. So I think we played in like five or six. So I made the most of those tournaments.
Okay. Was it like all the was it all like the on the radar stuff?
Yeah, yeah. It was all the tournaments in Atlanta at Lake Point.
Okay, so were you pretty much like in Atlanta for the whole summer, basically? Like you know
I
from
mean,
Alabama.
pretty much. We played in a tournament in Spartanburg up in South Carolina 1 week.
Oh, the what's it called? The summer jam or
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah. I think that's what it's called. And we
Oh,
played
yeah.
in the Bama Jam. It was a hoop scene tournament down here in Birmingham. And then we played. I think it was three Lake Point tournaments down in Atlanta.
Yeah. Did you end up seeing the fight at the summer jam or no?
I think I was a different weekend. I'm not sure, but I did see that video. That was crazy.
Yeah, that must like so I'm like I wanted to go there really bad, but I never even realized I had the potential to travel like out of state like that. I never knew teams would be willing for me to come with them. So I didn't even bother. But I guess like I'm kind of glad I didn't because I put in all that time for a whole day to get canceled because of like two parents and bad teams. I guess I wouldn't have been too upset. But I want to ask with this high major recruitment. I know you're friends with some guys. RJ Johnson, he's been blowing up too.
Yeah.
Nate Phillips as well. Uh, I think pretty sure both you guys or both of them are from Alabama, including yourself. Have there been any talks of maybe teaming up or comparing or contrasting offers and seeing like if you guys might be playing against each other in college or playing on the same team and stuff like that?
I mean, yeah, we obviously go to different schools, but we talk. I mean, we've played against each other in AAU, and we congratulate each other. I mean, every time we get those offers, because those are obviously cool moments. I mean, I talk to both of them a lot, and I mean, there's obviously some talks there, like kind of jokingly, I guess, talking about teaming up, but it's pretty. I mean, it's pretty cool. We all have big high major offers, and we have a chance to maybe play together. So the thought of that's pretty cool.
And what I just thought was crazy too is like basically you, Cade, and RJ like are literally all blowing up right now. Like it's not like maybe RJ was a star since last year and everything, or I mean like a star in terms of national recruitment attention since last year. And then like you came along and Cade, like all you guys really blowing up like right now in the
Yeah.
past month, like all together. What's that been like almost going through that experience together as a trio?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I know Cade had some offers, I think, before me and RJ, and I mean, I had a Sanford one a while ago, but just now getting, I mean, me and Cade both have a lot of the same offers. RJ's got SEC high major, so it's a cool experience. You know, it's all blown up at the same time and kind of brought us a little closer together, probably.
Yeah. Why would you maybe say like I mean, you explain for yourself why you're blowing up. Would you maybe say it's the same for them? Like they all had good summers, or do you not even know like why they're also blowing up too? Since I mean, all you guys from the same state, so I'm assuming maybe it's something similar. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I mean, they're both great players. Obviously, we're all ranked in. I mean, pretty much behind each other in all the rankings that come out for our state and our grade. But yeah, we all got the chance to play this summer, so I think that was big for our recruitment. You know, getting all those tournaments in, getting colleges to see us. So I think that was a big part in all of us getting all these offers when we are.
And Alabama, like they're never really in the discussion for the best basketball state or the best this for basketball or anything like that. Like it's if anything, it's more of a football thing, more of a football state. Like what would you say it shows with you, Kate, and RJ about the future of Alabama basketball?
I mean, it shows then, and that I think Alabama's kind of slept on in terms of talent. I mean, you hear a lot. There's all the talents in Georgia, and there's a lot of talented teams. That I mean, I play Georgia teams a lot, and they're all good. But I think in the future, a lot of people there's going to be a lot more attention on Alabama and all the talent that we have here because I think it's definitely pretty underrated.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to ask you a question. Somebody said a lot earlier. Was that you just got Instagram this year or something like that?
Yeah, I was like just this past summer.
Yeah. So what led you to like finally get an Instagram?
I think it was just my parents not wanting to be a distraction or anything, stuff like that. Like I don't have Snapchat or anything like that. I don't really want Snapchat, but I mean, I got a Twitter for and an Instagram mostly just to help my recruitment because a lot of coaches find people on Twitter and stuff like that. So I think that was one of the main reasons I got it.
Yeah. So you would say like, so who like was it your idea to get Instagram and Twitter, or did your parents say, maybe you should get Instagram and Twitter for your recruitment?
Yeah, it was mostly my parents. I mean, I obviously kind of wanted it, but it wasn't really my decision.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't make you. If anything, it makes you a better person. Like, coach, social media like probably ruins a lot of kids' careers. So, like, I feel like you were kind of saying like, crap. Do I tell them like it was my idea because you cool or
Yeah,
parents like,
no, I mean, my parents. I mean, they're strict, and I mean, it helps me a lot, in my life. So it didn't really bother me that much that they waited so long to let me get it. But
yeah. I mean, I kind of went through the same. Like, I got Twitter in eighth grade because, I want to be like the sports broadcaster guy, and Twitter, like, I didn't need to show my face. It's just words.
yeah,
Like it's so my mom was like, "Fine, you get a Twitter." Well, I couldn't post my face or anything. I had to be like anonymous
yeah,
on Twitter. And then after that, coming to ninth grade year, I got Snapchat to keep in touch with my friends from sleepaway camp. So I had like basically I had only a couple people from where I live like on Snapchat. Other than that, just everyone from out of my area on there. And then I got Instagram last year, like about to be 2020 basically, for this pretty much for this page. So yeah, I'm kind of like new to that too. My mom when it came out when you were in second grade, I think, and I was in third grade. Instagram, like my mom's like, no, like you can't get it, like you can't get social media. I said when your neighbor, who actually my neighbor, his parents, or at least one of his parents, is from Alabama, I think. So they're actually kind of, or I mean, I don't know your parents at all, but I have a feeling they might be similar. So my mom said when he gets Instagram, you can get Instagram. So he's in like sixth grade or something like that, or maybe like seventh or eighth grade, and I'm 2 years younger than him, so he gets it. Then I'm like, all right, mom, he got it. Can I get Instagram? She's like, no, I never said that, and I didn't get Instagram. I didn't really argue either, but yeah, it definitely took me a while too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So are you like a? Do you usually not spend too much time on your phone? I'm assuming is that like.
I mean, I do. But I mean, a lot of people just on their phone a lot. But I mean, I look at Instagram a lot just when I'm bored and stuff like that. But I mean, I could use it a lot more if I had like Snapchat and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Because like I'm at least for me, like I try. I luckily have like a computer where I could go on Instagram. I have a Mac, so I could text people. I could FaceTime. I could even like call people. Like I pretty much never go on my phone. Like I just try to make my screen time super low. Like I don't know if you monitor screen time. Like this isn't even that good. Mine's like I think mine's like 4 hours, 15 minutes, something like that per day. I
Yeah.
think that's not that bad. I
Yeah.
don't think
I
that's
think
bad.
mine's around that something like that too.
Yeah, like I think the desired is actually like an hour a day or something like that. But there's no way like
Yeah.
I gotta live. Like I gotta talk to people. I gotta grow my Instagram page. Like there's things I'm doing on my phone where I gotta stay on it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
And hopping back to that recruitment process now, if you know which schools have kind of been showing you some recent interest.
I just recently had a talk with Florida State, and I mean that was cool for me because I've been a Florida State fan like my whole life. That's like my dream school basically. And I mean, my AAU coach, he'll have meetings with like coaches about me, stuff like that. So he's talked to like Wake Forest and schools like that, and Ole Miss, some other schools like Liberty and Belmont. They've been recruiting me since I was a freshman. So yeah, those are some of the other schools.
Yeah, Florida State, definitely a great program. But I mean, again, you're from Alabama, so why you I guess Florida State's kind of close to Alabama actually. Like why you a Florida State fan?
So my granddad was good friends with Bobby Bowden, who was the football coach back when Florida State was really good, you know, winning championships like every year. So my dad grew up a fan, and I just kind of took that from him and was a fan from birth. So
Okay, yeah, I'm actually a Hurricanes fan. So
I don't want to talk to you then. No, I'm just
yeah,
playing.
I mean, like I'm not gonna lie, like I'll tell you right now, because I'm a Hurricanes fan for now, but when I go to college, like I'm probably not going there. Like I'd rather go to FSU over Miami. Like I always go. I was at the Hurricanes FSU game when we beat you guys. Like we were down 28 to it was like 32-5
Yeah,
or something like that,
yeah,
like heading to the third quarter, and we came back. I was there, but the whole time, like I love the whole Trump thing or whatever it's called. Like I find it so catchy. Like it's always stuck in my head.
yeah,
Yeah. Like I'll be there. I'll be looking at FSU fans. I'm like I'd rather be an FSU fan than a Hurricanes fan. Just overall, like for sports, I definitely gotta be an FSU fan.
yeah. Well, feel free to hop on the train.
Yeah, like yeah, but at the same time, I'm not gonna. I will only bandwagon on Chicago team because my dad's from Chicago. So when a Chicago team does good, I'll hop on their bandwagon because I have a valid excuse. But I'm not just gonna say I'm hopping on the FSU bandwagon
Yeah,
just because that I will not do.
yeah,
Yeah, but and they're not doing too bad for. Aren't they ranked in basketball this year?
yeah. We're like top 15.
Yeah, how like crazy like seeing how you're watching schools on TV, like you're a big fan of FSU, and then all of a sudden like the school you're a fan of is literally saying like we would love to have you play for us? Like, is that just all one big like dream come true?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I was watching the Alabama Georgia game this past Saturday, and I was just sitting there like thinking it was real cool that like I was watching two teams that I could potentially play for when I get older. So yeah, it's definitely cool. It's definitely a dream I've had. So hopefully I get a chance to play at one of those schools. So
Yeah, and it really is like unbelievable seeing how like I mean, if you think about it, in like three years, your basketball games will not be just in front of your high school people. Like it's going to be on ESPN basically.
yeah,
Uh, so that's just pretty pretty crazy to think about. And your AAU team, you said they did a lot for you. Can you talk about like what they've done for you and all that stuff?
you say that again?
Can you talk about like your AAU team and all that stuff?
Oh yeah. So I play for this team called Pro One, and it's I mean the guy that runs it, his name's Danny Servik. You know, I owe a lot to him. He gets my name out there to colleges and brings attention to my name, stuff like that. And it's a great program. I love it, and it's real fun. So I owe a lot to him and that program because they've done a lot for me.
Yeah, at least for the time being, is staying on the UAA circuit. Is that what the plan is for you?
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, and but you've never played in it though, yeah, right? Since this was your first time in 2020.
hmm Yeah, we played. We didn't get to play all those tournaments in Atlanta, so it should be fun this year. Get my first taste of it.
Yeah, so like I think the rumor, I don't know if you could, since you haven't played it, I don't know if you could like agree with this, but the rumors like UAA is like the best defense or best competition or something like that. Do you agree with that rumor? Or do you not really know? Because I'm not really sure, but I want to know if it's true.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really sure. All I've heard is, I mean, everyone wants to play EYBL, stuff like that, saying that that's the best, circuit. But I mean, I haven't played in any of them, so I don't really know.
Yeah, yeah. And being a 6'3" guard, uh, I mean, do you consider yourself a big guard? Would you say you're in that category?
I mean, I guess you could say that. I mean, I've been taller than a lot of my friends, for a long time now. But I think once I'll be in college and stuff like that, once everyone catches up to me, that it won't feel like I'm that much of a big guard. It'll just feel like a normal size guard. But I mean, as of now, I'm taller than a lot of people, so I guess you could say big guard.
Yeah. Are you expecting to keep growing?
I'm hoping for like 1 or 2 more inches, but I'm not real sure.
Yeah, that would definitely be pretty clutch for sure. And since we're talking about like I guess you and your body and everything, and something that's not physically your body, but it's pretty much assigned with you, your name, Win Miller. I mean, having Win as like your first name, basically. How cool is that?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty cool. Get that I get asked about it a lot, and a lot of different spellings from people. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty used to it, so it doesn't really. I don't really think about it that much, but yeah, I guess you could say it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Do you ever like maybe like do a lot of people give you? I guess like I was thinking if there's like a nickname for Win, but I mean there is, but I mean calling someone Win's like basically cool enough. So
Yeah,
I guess
not many nicknames, just win.
yeah. If you had the option to put your first name, last name, or both on the back of your jersey, like it would all look good. Which one would you pick? You think?
I mean, just my last name, I guess, because it's just normal. But yeah,
Yeah, well, because I mean, if you got a first name, or not for everyone a first name, if you have like a cool first name, I mean, you might as well stick it on there. Like, imagine like playing basketball and you see like Win in front of you, like that's pretty scary.
yeah,
Yeah, and just and I'm moving into your high school season now. Has that started yet? And if so, like how's that all going?
yeah. I mean, glory to God, we've been playing since November. I mean, it's crazy. If you'd asked me when this pandemic all started, if we would have played 31 games in February, up to February, I would have been like, "You're crazy." But I mean, we've had a few games canceled, but we played. I mean, we're 27-4, so we played a lot of games, and it's been fun. So we're just heading into the playoffs on Friday. Got our first round.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of games. Yeah, my team, we're still in the playoffs because like we played a really tough schedule. So our district was like, I guess, easier for us. So we went into the district with a terrible record, but then we finished second place in our district. So now we're in regionals. Which if we win that, we go to states.
Yeah,
But we were going into districts like 5 and 7 or something like that, and now we're like 7 and 8 right now. And we have our like regional quarterfinal game Thursday. So I cannot like I feel like it's not even normal now playing being 27-4. That sounds like so many games. Like also you play 2 games in a day or something like that.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy that we've been able to do this whole season, but I'm glad we have. It's been fun.
Yeah, like I cannot imagine playing that many games in high school basketball season. Like I felt like I had a normal year. Like I felt like it was normal.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have most of the time 2 games a week, but there's been some weeks where we've had 3 games.
Yeah, because like they're trying to pack them all in, I'm assuming, or it's got to
Yeah,
get as many in as possible.
yeah.
Yeah, with like so have you played more games this year than you usually do?
Well, last year we got knocked out like first round of the playoffs, so we didn't get to play as many games that we had like this year. So
Oh, okay, so like what was your record entering the playoffs then last year?
I think we were 14-14, and then we lost the first round of our area tournament, so we didn't get to go to regionals.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely tough. But I guess this year, completely different story. I went from 14-14 to I think you said 27-4 right now. How are
Yeah,
we able to just turn the seat, or I guess turn the program around like that?
I mean, I don't really know, to be honest with you. I mean, if you'd asked me before the season, I would never have thought we'd be this good. But I guess it's just new pieces coming in from the JV team last year, just juniors like contributing a lot and stuff. But so it's been fun. I mean, obviously winning a lot of games is fun, but it's definitely been fun.
Yeah. So if I asked you before you played your first game, like, what are your expectations for the season? You're gonna be like, probably another .500 season. You know, the usual. You wouldn't have been like, oh, state, undefeated. You wouldn't have been like that.
I mean, I knew we were going to be better, and I knew I would have guessed we would have made the playoffs. But I mean, we have real high expectations going in the playoffs. A lot of people picking us to go really far and possibly win. So that's been crazy.
Yeah. And winning a state championship, like, how much would that mean to you?
Man, that's been one of my dreams. That's like my top goal. Just, I mean, for me, winning's always been over everything else. So whether I play good or not in the playoffs, as long as we win, I'll be good.
Yeah, that definitely sounds awesome. But I guess after this season, how are you going to try to continue that momentum that's now been built up for your school?
Talking about for like AAU.
Um, or oh, wait, sorry, say that again.
Are you talking about for like AAU?
No. I'm talking like for your school team. How 14-14
Oh yeah, yeah.
freshman year. Now you're whatever you said, like 27-4, or 24-7. Like, how are you going to now continue that momentum for your junior and senior year?
Oh yeah. Just trying to be better than the year before. That was my goal coming into this year. Just having a bad taste in my mouth from not even making the playoffs, and just letting that drive me. So, I mean, if we won a state championship this year, my goal would be defend that. That would be my motivation. And if we don't, it would be getting back to that point so I can have that chance again.
And this is a basic question that I'm about to ask you. Like, I'm not gonna give myself credit for. I like this. This is not a good question, but I'm just curious. So I want to ask, like, what sorts of skills are you trying to work on to make yourself a better basketball player?
Um, I guess my shooting. I mean, always getting shots up every day, just trying to be more consistent and stuff. I think like in team scouting reports, my thing would be definitely driving first. Getting to the room, but I can obviously shoot, but I need to be more consistent on that. And work on that every day. So that's been my main focus during the season.
And you mentioned driving. So is that something you got on your bag? I'm assuming.
Just recently got in my bag, so just this season. So
Yeah. Was that something you were working on, like just trying to dunk, or was it just kind of happen naturally? You didn't really care about it, or
yeah, I mean, it's obviously pretty cool to dunk, but
yeah.
just after last season, I had surgery on my knee from an injury I had at the beginning of the season, so I wasn't able to. I was on crutches for a long time, so just all that whole summer I was working on getting my legs stronger. So that was working on my balance a lot, and that's a lot of stuff I work on during the season and in the off season. So that just kind of all that work kind of piled up and built a little bounce, and I've been getting a few dunks here and there this season. So it's been pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean that's always very good for you. Have you had like a handful of in-game dunks so far this season, or not really?
I mean, not really. I've had like 4 or 5, but I had one that I dunked like all over a kid, like posted him, went all over social media. I mean, Slam got it, so that was a pretty cool moment. Getting on Slam.
Yeah, I mean now like I'm not gonna say that because now I gotta find it because now I'm like really curious. Now we can't do anything till we because I was gonna say like if you were able to posterize somebody or versus kind of like light bounce, but I guess
Yeah, I
said
have it. I think I put it on one of my highlights on my profile or
oh,
something.
oh yeah. Like, I'm talking. I gotta find this. Yeah, I'm like very determined to find this because I'm like very very curious to see.
Yeah, it should be on there.
Oh, is this like when trying to take a? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta see this. Oh man. Oh, it's this one, right? Or shoot.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty. Is that something like do you like dunking in game or do you think you rather just like lay it up?
I'd much rather dunk it, just send a message to the other team. I haven't gotten that many opportunities, but I mean, I think I missed like one. I tried to dunk on another kid and I missed it. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But
my mentality.
yeah, I feel like dunking and missing like it's not worth 2 points. Like it's worth like a half a point, I would say, because it definitely scares the team. Like when you see that, like you're just like, oh, like thank goodness he missed, or because that could have been like, career.
Even though you miss it, it'll still bring some energy in the gym.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. Like those are definitely some big time plays as well. Man, I had a question, I lost it, so I guess that's basically it for me. I guess my final question is a good closer. Like, what are your career goals?
I mean, my dreams have always been obviously playing in college after high school and getting those high Division I offers, and I think now I'm starting to see that. So one of my next goals would be like getting a lot of playing time or starting on one of those schools and winning a lot and competing for championships. And like my lifelong dream's always been playing the NBA. So hopefully, I mean, I get the chance to do that.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. Well, anyways, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys give us a follow on Instagram at WinMiller04, and I'm at iHoopsFL. And anyways, for Win Miller, I'm Isaac Fleischer, and this for another iHoopsFL interview. Peace out, guys.
All right, appreciate it.